Please remain standing for the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner. Good evening, everyone. Mr. Lampinen, Board of Education members, platform guests, graduates, families, and friends, it is my privilege and pleasure to welcome you to the 126th commencement exercises of Buckhannon Upshur High School. We are here this evening to honor and grant diplomas to the students of the class of 2013 who have completed all the requirements set forth by the state of West Virginia and the Upshur County Board of Education for participation in this ceremony. At this time, I would like to introduce our distinguished guests. Please stand as I call your name. Ms. Teresa Bellamy, President of the Upshur County Board of Education. Mr. Alan Suter, Vice President, the Upshur County Board of Education. Dr. Greenbrier Almond, member of the Upshur County Board of Education. Ms. Tammy Samples, member of the Upshur County Board of Education. Mr. Scott Lampinen, Superintendent of Upshur County Schools. Mr. David Dilley, Assistant Superintendent of Upshur County Schools. Ms. Jody Akers, Director of Student Services. Mr. George Carver, Finance Officer. Ms. Glenna Clutter, Director of Technology. Ms. Sherry Dean, Director of Transportation. Ms. Tina Lou Edwards, Director of Special Education. Mr. John Heyman, Director of Secondary Curriculum. Ms. Jody Johnson, Supervisor of Elementary Curriculum, General Instruction, and Title I. Keith Moran, Director of Facilities. Cindy Nesselrode, Director of Child Nutrition. Our guest speaker for this evening, Delegate William Hamilton. The administrative staff of Buckhannon Upshur High School, Mr. Doug Frazier, Ms. Brenda Harlow, Ms. Carla Rogers, and Mr. Randall Roy. I would especially like to recognize our faculty and staff, and in particular Ms. Elisa Compton and Mr. Brent Kimball, who worked tirelessly on making this ceremony one to be proud of. Once again, welcome, and we hope that this ceremony will be a memorable occasion, not only for the graduates, but also for you, their family, and friends.
Good evening. As I've done for the last several years, before I begin my brief remarks, I'd just like to say that as we conclude the Memorial Day week, I ask that we all remember those who have served our nation and given the ultimate sacrifice. For there's those folks that have allowed ceremonies like this to occur throughout our great nation. And I would ask that all those who have served or are currently serving or will be serving in our nation's military to stand at this time and allow us to recognize and thank you for your service. Please remember those who are currently serving in foreign lands. Also, please remember those who are currently serving in foreign lands and keep their families in your thoughts and prayers. Thank you. Well, graduates, congratulations. You are here, you have made it, and we are so very, very proud of you. Thank you so very much for allowing me to be part of this very special day, a day we celebrate reaching a milestone in your lives. A day when you reflect on the past 13 school years and begin to plan for what lies ahead. It's a day of mixed emotions. A day mixed with happiness for completing your public school experience and apprehension for what lies ahead. Some will go with friends, some will venture alone. Some of you will begin college, and some will learn a trade and practice that trade. But all of you today have something special to celebrate. In the next several moments, several minutes, you will be alumni and graduates of Buckhannon Upshur High School. As graduates, you will all share a special bond that will last the rest of your lives. And years from now, when you meet at a reunion, a classmate's wedding, or some other event that brings you together again, the memories of today and the relationships that you have established along the way will come flooding back to you. So, I implore you to enjoy the moment, treasure the memories, and treasure the friendships. To the parents and families of these graduates, this is indeed a proud day for each and every one of you. You too are to be congratulated for your efforts in encouraging, assisting, prodding, and maybe pushing, as well as many tears and many laughters to get your children to this point. You are to be congratulated, and graduates, would you please give your family members a round of applause? Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2013 has distinguished itself through their leadership and dedication to their academics, extracurricular activities, and their service to the community. Today, I wish to take just a few moments to share some of the accomplishments of this class that you may not have read about in the newspaper or heard about in the community. 2 students in this class have had perfect attendance, not just this year, not just last year, but for their entire 13 years of education in Upshur County schools. Chantel Bowser and Nathaniel Matthews, would you please stand so we can recognize you? That's quite an accomplishment. 75 of the students receiving diplomas today have also received diplomas and certifications from Fred Eberly Technical Center this year in their chosen career path and skills. Congratulations to those 75. 42 of the students seated in front of me have received the Promise Scholarship from the state of West Virginia. These students have maintained an overall GPA of at least 3.0 and have scored at least a 22 on their ACT. Congratulations to those 42. This next unique accomplishment, 6 of the students sitting here today have reached the level of Eagle Scout in the Boy Scouts of America. 6 students of this class. That's phenomenal. They have proven to be dedicated to improving and helping the community in which they live. This is quite an achievement to have 6 in one class. And they are Kirk Russell, Trenton Gibson, Jacob Heinzman, Alex Ellis, Seth Blake, and Thomas Ty Anderson. Congratulations. Speaking of community service, did you know that the class of 2013 and their past 4 years at Buckhannon Upshur High School have accomplished over 10,000 hours of community service to the people of Upshur County? 10,000 hours. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a tremendous feat. Last night at the annual awards ceremony, if all this has been accepted, this class garnered over $3 million worth of scholarship, grants, and awards, which were bestowed on this class. $3 million worth. I could spend all night talking about this class's accomplishment, but they told me I only had 4 minutes. Not really. Lastly, I just want to share with you, 69% of this class have indicated that they will be attending either a 4-year college or a 2-year college and/or a technical school. 6% of this class will be joining our nation's military, serving our country. And 25% of this class will be directly going into the workforce. Ladies and gentlemen, this class has a plan. They are dedicated. They will continue to succeed. I share these unique facts with you to tell you collectively what so many of us already know individually, that this class is positioned to do great things for this community, this state, and this nation. Graduates, I sincerely thank you for the contribution that you have made to the Upshur County Schools community. Now, the future is yours. And as you've heard me say many, many times, go out and make a positive difference in the lives of others. You are ready to do great things. Congratulations once again to the class of 2013, and I thank you. At this time, I'd like to introduce to you Mrs. Teresa Bellamy, President of the Upshur County Board of Education.
This is a great day for many of you, a great day for me, because a lot of you sitting right here I've seen grow up from kindergarten all the way through. So this is a little hard thing for me to do today. I want to say congratulations. I want to say that you all have done great things. I know there's been some rough spots along the way, but what I sat through and heard all the awards last night and what I've seen happen throughout this year, we have some really wonderful young men and women in this class. And I want to say thank you to all the parents, the family members, for allowing us to have these young men and women and to watch them grow up and to try to help them achieve the things that they want to achieve. We had a first this year, and I'd like to recognize 2 young ladies who, this year we had individuals chosen as student reps on our board. And those young ladies were Sarah Gillespie and Bria St. Clair. And guys, I have to tell you, they spoke up for you. They brought all the concerns, some solutions and things, and they were definitely a positive thing on our board. And I'd like to say, and I think I speak for all the board members, thank you for allowing us to be here with you. Thank you for allowing us to enjoy this evening. Congratulations. Good luck in the future. This is not the end. This is only a turn in the road. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to introduce our keynote speaker. Our keynote speaker this evening is William Bill Hamilton, a longtime representative of the citizens of Upshur County. He has been an advocate of education throughout his career. We are proud to have him here tonight. He has done many, many things for Upshur County schools, as well as students all across the state of West Virginia. Delegate Hamilton.
Good evening, Buckhannon Upshur graduating class of 2013. Superintendent Lampinen, members of the Upshur County Board of Education, Principal Wilmoth, faculty, staff, proud parents, and guests in our audience tonight. Class of 2013, I'm happy to participate in this celebration with you, your families, your classmates, your teachers, and all others here tonight who have influenced your lives. It is indeed a great honor to be standing here so many years after my graduation. Looking at you fine graduates sitting here tonight, I can be assured that the Buccaneers are alive, well, and better than ever. I still remember waiting nervously some 44 years ago to hear my name called to receive my diploma. At that time, it was the greatest achievement of my life, as I feel certain it is for many of you here tonight. Very soon, you'll be hearing your names called and receiving your diplomas. But before that happens, you'll experience all the ceremonial rituals connected with your commencement. Tonight, you may not fully appreciate the formality of this event, but trust me, someday you will look back fondly on memories of your years in school and this commencement night. It wasn't until years after my own commencement that I found out the true meaning behind the ritual of commencement and the wearing of those funny-looking hats. Basically, what you're doing tonight is beginning a new chapter in your life. You're undergoing a transformation and coming out of your cocoons, ready to begin the next phase of your life. No longer teenagers in everyone's eyes, now you are young adults. Whether you're seeking additional education or looking for a career in this new phase of your life, you are beginning a new quest on a new adventure. I'd like to offer some suggestions and advice to hopefully help guide you in the adventures you will embark upon while traveling the roads leading to your future. I'm not claiming to have some solid grip on the meaning of life, nor do I claim to have concrete answers on ways to obtain happiness and success. What I have is experience. I speak from the experiences of a lifetime. As you can tell from my gray hair, or maybe I should say my lack of hair, I'm a few years older than you. I've traveled down many different roads in my lifetime. I've had to back down some of those roads and reroute. Others I've changed course, and some, fortunately, worked out the first try. I did not give up when I ran into snags on the trail, and neither should any of you. As you travel the roads into your future, have the courage to know what is best for you. Seek the advice of others, but allow yourself to think independently. Practice patience. Trust me when I say that things will come to you in time and they will fall into place. They will show themselves when you are ready to handle them. Never, never give up. Opportunities will knock. Be patient for them to appear. I had several jobs before I finally settled into a career in the insurance business. Then it was another 23 years before I was able to realize my dream of owning my own business. I had my share of frustrations along the way, but I kept working to improve. I continued education in my field and kept my goals in sight, and eventually everything worked out. My point is, never give up. If you really want something, keep working toward that goal. Be it a higher education, bettering your skills, or just waiting your turn. Remember to be patient. You have your whole life ahead of you. Be yourself. You can spend your whole life tripping on yourself, or tripping yourself up. You all are young and bright. So if you can't do something you love, do something you like. Always be true to yourself. Never let anyone try to make you into someone or something that you are not. It's much easier to be you and to be honest with who you are. We are all similar in many ways, but yet we are also different, all different, which is what makes each individual unique. A job or a career path that is good for your friends may not be a good fit for you, so be true to yourself. Remember your past. Always look back on what and who you were, where you grew up, where you went to school, where you were raised. All of these things have helped shape who you are and who you will become. In our great country, anything is possible, no matter what your background or your social status. Everyone has an opportunity to excel if we're willing to work, and I might add, work hard. And a little luck helps a lot too along the way. Also, remember to always be thankful to those you have met, and especially those who have taken the time to help you along the way. Learn from your experiences. Be aware of the lessons of the past. The old saying, learn from your mistakes or you'll be doomed to repeat them, says it all. If you can learn from your experiences, you can face challenges in the future with more courage and pride. Learn to have a balance between the reflection of the years gone by and drive for the future. And take risk. Have the courage and faith in yourself, and even the most lofty goals can be accomplished, and attempt them. Albert Einstein once said, anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. No one ever succeeded in life by sitting on their hands and letting opportunity fly by. Always set goals just a little above what you think you can reach, and don't be surprised when you meet them. Just grin to yourself and move the bar a little higher. As Dr. Joyce Brothers said, if we humans did not have the innate desire to better ourselves, we'd still all be living in caves. Take action on your thoughts, live your dreams, but most of all, and one of the most crucial pieces of advice I can give you tonight is make a difference. Whether you change the world or change your community or even just one person, make a difference in the lives of those around you. Bill Gates changed the way we conduct business, communicate, and basically live our lives. Susan B. Anthony took risks to allow women the right to vote. Mother Teresa sacrificed so much to administer to the needs of those less fortunate. Take pride in yourself and what you do, and do all you can to make the world a better place. There is something very special in each and every one of us. We've all been gifted with the ability to make a difference. And if we can become aware of that gift, we gain through the strength of our visions the power to shape the future. Commencement is a joyous milestone, not only you for the graduating students, but also for your families, your friends, teachers, and all others who have nurtured you, mentored you, and cherished you. Our justified pride in the achievements of each of you graduating today is thrust even further by our feelings of hope, of anticipation, and of optimism as we welcome you, the next generation of leadership, to the challenges and opportunities that we all face. It is with great pleasure, therefore, that I join with everyone here tonight in celebrating the achievements of today's graduates. Congratulations, Buckhannon Upshur, class of 2013, and best wishes for a wonderful future. Thank you.
Thank you, Delegate Hamilton. It is now my pleasure to introduce two student speakers, Bria St. Clair and Sean Young.
Thank you, Mr. Wilmoth. Who's ready to graduate? Me too. Now, before I begin my speech, I'd like to take the time to give the always appreciated and well-deserved thank yous. Now, if anyone knows me at all, they are aware that I regard everyone with an equal amount of gratitude. However, there are a few specific people here today who deserve further recognition. Of course, the first one goes to my mother, and if everyone would turn to look at her, she's right up there. She's on the front row. Everyone say hi. For being the most accepting, least judgmental person on this entire planet, teaching me every moral that I need to be hopefully as well-rounded as her one day. And then to my dad, who's also up there, for instilling into me the sense of humor and positive mindset that has given me the ability to laugh and smile through every occasion. And to my brother for being more than just a sibling when I needed it. I love the three of you more than all the vocabulary on this earth has the power to describe. Also, the sincerest of thank yous to the rest of my family for the support, my friends for keeping me grounded, my educators for putting up with me, the senior class advisors, Mr. Kimball and Mrs. Lemley Compton, for making it to the end of this year with only a slight amount of gray hair, the Board of Education for having me as their student representative, and everyone in here for listening to me right now. And because I think today's occasion speaks for itself, I'll keep things short. Like we have all said and heard probably 1,000 times in the past week, this is it. This is the last day that we will sit as a collective group of high school students among our friends, our family, and our teachers. But it is also the first day that we are able to hold in our hands the prize that it has taken us 4 years to win. Over the years, it seems to me that the time spent in this high school has shaped us for the future in the best ways possible. For all that we have missed, we have also gained, and we have grown up so much along the way that it's hard to remember where we began. We have not only discovered how phenomenal our teachers are, but we have discovered what beautiful people they are as well. We have made mistakes, shed tears, had breakdowns, and that's just in 1 week. From our childhood dream of being princesses and firefighters to wanting to become doctors and lawyers, we've come a long way. From thinking that we couldn't wait to leave home to crying over a table full of college applications, we've come a long way. From kindergarten to grade school, to middle school to high school, we have come a long way. And I know through all of this that we weren't all perfect students, but well, that's because we're not all perfect people. But it is my belief that each and every one of us in here is part of a greater story, full of new beginnings and failed attempts, but also extraordinary optimism. And like Thoreau said, if one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams and endeavors to live the life in which he has imagined, then he will meet with success. And with that, I say good luck to everyone. Be happy in all that you do, and only the best awaits.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the commencement of the BUHS class of 2013. It seems like only yesterday we walked into the high school as incoming freshmen, and now in less than 12 hours we'll walk out from the high school from project graduation as graduates. We have truly come a long way, and we've all made plenty of memories that we'll never forget. Nick, I'll never forget the night your dad stopped us as we were walking out the door and said, "One word, boys, felony." He said, "Remember that word." Little did we know that we would soon be questioned for burglary, as apparently we matched the description of the suspects to a T. Talk about being in the wrong place at the wrong time. The really bad thing was we each had a ski mask in the car, so thank goodness the officer never saw those, because I have no idea how we would have explained that one. I want to thank you, Nick, and all my friends who have always had my back, and I'll leave you with the wise words of Nick's father, standing back there taking my picture right now. Felony. Remember that word, boys. I might come visit, but I can't afford to bail you out, so if nothing else, guys, please just stay on the trouble. I also want to thank all the teachers and coaches who have helped me along the way. To our class advisors, Coach Kimball and Mrs. Compton, thank you for everything you've done for me in our class. Mrs. Compton, thank you for always being there for me and letting me make your classroom my locker. Mrs. Wage over there, thank you for being the best advisor ever. Go Wagenators. You and Roy are the nicest people I know, and I appreciate everything you've done for me. I want to thank Mr. and Mrs. Rigger, along with Mrs. Westfall, for preparing me for my future and helping me with my future plans. Coach Stokel, I want to thank you and wish you the best of luck. I know you'll be an excellent head coach. Coach Johnson, thank you for always encouraging me to do whatever I wanted to do in life, as long as I worked hard to be the best I could possibly be. Finally, thank you, Coach Struble, for pushing me as far as I could possibly go and then pushing me a little further. Thank you for every opportunity you gave me on and off the field. Neither of my parents went to college, but both of their sons were in a college degree, and you were a big part of getting both of us there. I want to say thank you to all of my extended family sitting up there, along with my brother Josh and my sister Kristen for always supporting me. Thank you to my girlfriend Casey, also up there, for always being there for me whenever I've needed you, from when I met you the first day of freshman year all the way to now. Your support has meant a lot to me, and I want you to know I'm here for you whenever you need me to. Finally, to my parents, thank you for your example. I hope when I have children, I can teach them to live the right way, the way you taught me. I want them to know that black or white, gay or straight, rich or poor, people should be judged for who they are rather than what they are, and that it's impossible to get far in this world without a sense of humor. To my classmates, all I have to say is that we have a great opportunity before us because this is a great class full of great people. I ask that whatever you do in this life, you do it with pride, and no matter how far you go, always remember where you came from. Don't be afraid to struggle because our struggles are what make us who we are, and never go a day without laughing, no matter how hard life gets. Finally, never be in such a hurry to get to the future that you forget to slow down and enjoy the present. Vince Lombardi once said, "Perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we can catch excellence." So as we venture out into the world, let's keep Lombardi's words in mind. No one in this class is perfect, and this class will never be perfect, but together, let's be excellent. Thank you guys, and congratulations.
Before awarding the graduating class of 2013, we would like to recognize Scott Lampinen as his retirement is approaching. He has made an impact on not only the school system, but also the community. Although he will be missed, his hard work and dedication has not been overlooked and is greatly appreciated.
I certainly wasn't expecting that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very, very much. The community of Upshur County, it has been my distinct honor to serve the students in this community for 35 years. Thank you so very much for your support of the school system. Thank you.
Superintendent Lampinen, I present to you the Buckhannon Upshur High School class of 2013 and certify that these students sitting before you have met all the requirements for graduation set forth by the Upshur County Board of Education and the West Virginia State Board of Education.
On behalf of the Upshur County Board of Education, I accept the Buckhannon Upshur High School class of 2013.
Juniors, prepare the seniors for their diplomas. Mr. Frazier, please announce the graduates.
Taylor Brooke Abels. Erica Rashan Alfred. Christopher Tyler Allen. Jonna Marie Allen. Aaron Ray Anderson. Thomas Isaac Anderson. Tiffany Amber Bachman. James Matthew Bailey. Chad Taylor Ball. Cody Lee Ball. Jordan Rochelle Barr. Brianna Lynn Bean. Erin Elaine Beer. Lindsay Nicole Beats. Matthew Marshall Bellamy. Alexa Faith Bennett. Emily Kate Black. Seth Edward Blake. Shenandoah Alyssa Marie Bloom. Megan Haley Bomer. Kayla Marie Boggs. Taylor Lee Booth. Tiffany May Bowen. Chantel Nicole Bowser. David Aaron Boyles. Nicholas Brannon Birch. Zachary Lee Eugene Burkhammer. Jennifer Marie Burnside. Sydney Marie Bush. Rodney Mitchell Butler, Jr. Devin Nathaniel Carpenter. Shelby Lynn Carr. Jacob James Chapman. Beth Ann Caton. Kelsey Lynn Claypool. George Joseph Clem. Branson Basil Collins. Ashley Nicole Cooper. Dustin Sean Corbett. Tiffany Dawn Cosner. Kelly Danielle Courtney. Nathaniel James Craigle. Justin Reno Creasy. Patrick Allen Krim, Jr. John David Dalton Crispip. Spencer David Cunningham. Reba Danielle Cutright. Lauren Elizabeth Chaveco. Claire Elizabeth Davis. Jeffrey Allen Davis. Michaela Shannon Davis. Sarah Ann Dean. Ashley Dawn Dedamore.
Heaven Elizabeth Dove. Mercedes Marie Dow. Christopher D. Eddy. Elizabeth Victoria Edwards. Alexander Mack Ellis. Joshua Allen Evans. Taylor Mackenzie Everett. Morgan Elizabeth Fair. Natalie Renee Farrar. Hyla Marcel Ferguson. Jessica Lynn Ferranti. Kyle Stephen Fox. Matthew Christian Fox. Alexis Nicole Frizzicaro. Levi Thomas Gay. Shane Allen Gibson. Trenton Lee Gibson. Sarah Ann Gillespie. Tanka Marie Godfrey. Emily Ruth Godwin. Zachary Cole Grant. Samantha Shea Gregory. Melissa Louise Hacker. Nicholas Kane Harper. Ashley Nicole Hawkins. John Michael Hawkins. Dakota Wade Hayes. Brittany Sue Helmick. Brianna Dawn Heron. Tanja Summer Heron. Twyla Jane Heron. Jacob Reese Heinzman. Kelsey Marie Heinzman. Deanna Beth Hissam. Sierra Chantel Hoover. Brenda Joy Hovey. Darian Nicole Howe. Allison Dawn Howes. Owen Christopher Howes. Travis Ray Hume. Tanya Renee Jameson. Amanda Faye Johnson. Isaac Nathaniel Johnson. Taylor Nicole Johnson. Jacqueline Yvette Kirchberg. Summer Morgan Kaiser. Marie Hope Kuhn. Jennifer Allison Laffery. Vincent Lee Landis. Joshua Lee Lanham. Abby Elizabeth Lance. Sydney Morgan Lawrence. Stephen Brent Lawler. Jonathan Allen Lee. Jonathan Tyler Lee. Benjamin Walker Lee.
Samuel Everett Lee. Kendra Leanne Lewis. Sarah Elizabeth Ware Liggett. Austin Allen Linger. Clarissa Hope Linger. Rebecca Dawn Linger. Amanda June Lubin. Sean Patrick Lynch. Emma Brooke Malcolm. Dustin David Marple. Nathaniel James Madison. Nathaniel Allen Matthews. Brandon Lee McClure. Michael James McCoy. Jonathan James McDaniels. Mackenzie Allen Michael. Tyler Logan Miller. Caitlin Rochelle Mills. Dylan Scott Mills. Hope Cherie Moore. Sarah Nicole Morrison. Brandon Lee Murray. Kylie Shay Myers. Caroline Kelly Nanners. Emily Renee Nilly. Aaron Thomas Nesselrode. Catherine Grace O'Hearn. Patrick James O'Hearn. Kelly Michelle Page. Olivia Louise Peck Spencer. Cheyenne Elizabeth Starr Pennington. Dalton James Perrine. Ellen Louise Perrine. Danielle Marie Perry. Jamie Fawn Phillips. Tori Lee Poling. Brianna Jean Elizabeth Polk. Tiffany Marie Polk. Stephen Nicholas Powers. Logan Garrett Pugh. Darren Wayne Queen. Melinda Sue Quick. Brittany Leanne Radcliffe. Luke Daniel Rager. Dalton Allen Ramsey. Corey Allen Reed. Tiffany Allison Rice. Jarek Shane Rich. Allison Jane Rickman. Erica Lynn Ridgway. Marlene May Ridgway. Torisha Rose Riffle. Brandon Ward Robinson.
Ariel Cheyenne Nicole Rodriguez. Kirk Douglas Russell. Nathaniel Scott Russell. Nicholas Todd Russell. Brandy Yvonne Page Rudder. Daphne Gabrielle Ryan. Cheyenne Jane Sanders. Austin Lee Sayre. Seth Nicholas Shaver. Rachel Michelle Sheets. Amber Dawn Shipley. Christina Nicole Shipley. Tyler Glenn Simmons. Chastity Dawn Signs. Sawyer Allen Smallwood. Brent Cameron Smith. Dylan Michael Smith. Kirsten Renee Smith. Cody James Snyder. Dowry Austin Snyder. Anthony Michael Spears. Nathan Ryan Spencer. Daniel Hayward Sprouse. Bria Dawn St. Clair. Brandy Arlene Stackpole. Ashley Dawn Stanton. Megan Leanne Stell. Carista Cheyenne Summers. Marcus James Tacey. Michael Taylor Tapscott. Clefta Lorraine Tenney. Donald W. Tenney II. Casey Joe Thorpe. Gabriel Scott Tate. Brooklyn Nicole Waddell. Randa or Rhonda? Randa? Randa Sean Walton. Brianna Lydia Catherine Wardrope. Haley Catherine Ware. Jade Haley Ware. Miranda Cheyenne Ware. Stetson Brock West. Dalton Shane Westfall. Rachel Mary Wilkinson. Hannah Elizabeth Williams. Jacob Harvey Williams. Megan Renee Williams. Megan Ann Williams. Nathaniel Scott Williams. Nicholas David Williams. Trevor Todd Williams. Brett Christian Wilson. Katie Brooke Wood. Skylar Allen Wood. Shay Tyler Woody. Sean Dakota Young. Elijah Paul Carpenter.
I'd like to introduce our final student speaker for the evening, Sarah Gillespie.
Congratulations, class of 2013. At this time, we all need to move our tassels to the left side. Whoop. Okay, we did it, we're done. Woo!